Hi everyone, this is Mike and I'm an alcoholic. Welcome to the Sober Living Podcast. Quick disclaimer, I am a member of Alcoholics Anonymous, however I do not represent them. The opinions I share in this podcast are my own. I've rewritten the passage into my own words to avoid any potential copyright issues. Today's message comes from Alcoholics Anonymous Daily Reflections for April 28th and is taken from page 271 of As Bill Sees It. Today's message tells us all our progress and recovery really comes down to two simple things: humility and responsibility. The more willing I am to stay humble and take responsibility for my actions, the more I grow spiritually. My recovery isn't measured by how long I've been sober or how much I know. It's measured by how well I live by those two principles. Wow, this is such a true and powerful message. When I was drinking, I took zero responsibility for anything I was doing. Nothing was ever my fault. The world was always against me. As for humility, I never really thought of myself in a positive light. I struggled with anxiety and depression, which really warped how I viewed myself. If you think of humility on a spectrum, the super egotistical person is way over on one side, a humble person is somewhere in the middle, and I felt like I was way down on the other end. I find myself having to be careful not to start down the path of not being humble about how bad I was. I can almost get an ego about how depressed I was. Like I was the best at being depressed. No one was as depressed as me. You know, that sort of thing. Because of these two factors, I separated myself from my God and from my spirituality. And I didn't start getting it back again until after I began attending AA meetings and working the program. I need to take responsibility for my actions and make amends with people when I make mistakes. But I also need to show up when I say I will and not just blow things off. As for humility, I need to understand that I'm not the best person in the rooms, and I'm not the worst either. It's not about how many people I sponsor or how fast I work the steps. I should not compare myself to everyone else, and I shouldn't go looking for accolades for my accomplishments. It's not about how much longer I've been going to meetings compared to others. I need to focus on myself. I find that doing that helps me grow in my spirituality, which then leads to me growing in sobriety. I also have to stop myself from sending my podcast to all my friends in recovery and telling them all about it. Hey everyone, look at me. See how awesome I am that I've started a sobriety podcast? That type of mentality is not one of a humble person. I did not make this podcast for the accolades. I did it to help me study the AA literature and strengthen my sobriety. I don't mind if people know I've started a podcast. It just needs to be for the right reasons. I can't express how much working at being humble and taking responsibility for myself has helped me grow. Today I know that when I stay humble, take responsibility for my actions, and trust in my higher power, I give myself the best chance to grow in both my spirituality and my sobriety, one day at a time. In conclusion, something simple I can do today is just take a moment to reflect on how to bring humility into my life. Are there times I was not humble when I should have been? It does not have to be perfect, just honest. Thanks for listening today. Stay sober, stay strong, and keep moving forward. Until next time.